Guys, I'm not sure if you guys can see what's going on there, but those are chicken feet coming up to a boil in a deep pan of water. You heard me right, chicken feet. In the Caribbean, we use the entire animal. I'm telling you, the entire animal. So from time to time, I know I haven't touched on it before, but from time to time, I'm gonna show you guys some real deep traditional recipes today. This one is called chicken foot souse, and it goes out to all the people who don't eat pork. Typically, it's done with the ears, the snout, and the trotters of the pig. But I have a lot of people on here asking, Chris, you know what? We love souse. Give us a non-pork version. So here we go. Chicken feet souse, a wonderful sort of pickle. Guys, it's spicy. It's all kind of good things in there. Clear broth. But first of all, we've got to cook that chicken feet. Stay tuned. Always a pleasure to have you guys here in the kitchen. So here we go. As it comes up to a boil, you're going to notice a lot of scum at the top. So all you want to do is pretty much skim those off. And that's just some impurities and fat and oils and stuff like that. We're just going to get rid of that. And there you can really see those chicken feet. I've reduced my temperature. As it came up to a boil, I reduced it to about medium, so it's on a rolling boil at this point. And I've got here a couple cloves of garlic. What I'm going to do is just, with the back of my knife, I'm just going to smash them down like that, toss it in. And this step is totally optional. I love the garlic kick it gets. Let that go until it's tender, anywhere from about 30 to about 40 minutes. Around 30 minutes, we'll take ours off. So I've gone ahead and I've thinly sliced half of a big onion, one scotch bonnet pepper with the seeds and everything. This is supposed to be spicy. If you don't want it extra hot, remember not to include those seeds. One scallion that I sliced up. And I'm going to use a combination of citrus. I've got here half of a lime. I'm going to squeeze that lime in there. And then I've got some lemon slices. I'm just going to put that in the whole marination process. Over here I have one cucumber. Half of it I did with the skin still on there just for some texture. And some of it without the skin. And I left the seeds in there. These are baby seeds. If you want, you can slice your cucumber in such a way that there's no seeds. Again, totally up to you. But this here, guys, is one of the key ingredients in souse. And it's called shado beni or shado beni. In the West Indian markets, you'll find it in there, or if you go to the Latino stores, it will be called cilantro. Now, if you can't get this, the best substitute for it would be cilantro or coriander. It's a great, the coriander bush that is, not the seeds. It's a great substitute for it, will give it great flavor. The only thing else we need will be some fresh ground black pepper, as well as I'm using sea salt, and we'll need water. After about 35 minutes, I'm going to hit him a little bit of black pepper here. What I did was I poured that water out. It's nice and tender. Now, guys, you may want to let it go a little bit longer if you want to ensure that it is nice and tender. It's supposed to be nice and tender. And one thing you will notice in North America, with the chicken feet, I don't know why, every butcher, every market I went to, they crack them. And this is why you'll see it's discolored over here. It's only because they've been cracked. Normally, you won't see any sort of discoloration like that on there. That is something I cannot control. After it was cooked for about 35 minutes or so on that rolling boil, I poured that water out, rinsed it about 3 or 4 times with cool water. You really want to rinse it out nice and clean. And one thing I forgot to mention at the start of the video, you will notice when you buy these chicken feet, they will still have, and it is a little bit nasty, it will still have the toes with the nails on there. You need to cut that off. You will need like a pair of heavy kitchen scissors or a cleaver. And I have that in a nice deep bowl here now, nice, and it's been chilled because of that cold water I washed it with. Then we're going to go in with the onions, and thinly sliced onions. And this is a sort of a cold pickle. It's a reminiscence, almost like a soup, like a cold soup. However, we're using those chicken feet, right? It's spicy. And one of the things you will hear quite a bit down in the Caribbean is that this is good for a hangover, dude. Just about everything is good for a hangover. So then we're gonna go in with those sliced cucumber, And all the ingredients I use here today will be listed down in the description of the video. We've got those scallions, the chopped up shado beni, and then we're going to go in with all that lovely scotch bonnet pepper, as well as the slices of lemon. The slices of lemon is just my thing. You guys can certainly squeeze the lemon directly in there if you want. Final couple ingredients. I've got some sea salt, and you may want to go a little bit heavy with that sea salt to pick up the vibrancy of all the herbs we use in there, that cucumber, everything else. It will just, you know, highlight everything nice. Lime juice. I'm going to go in with that lime. And that acid is going to help cure everything. And remember, we've got lemons in here too. Next up, plain old cold water. You want to bring that all together, because remember, this is supposed to be almost like a soup. And all you're going to do now is give that a good mix, and then it's important that you leave it to sort of marinate for a couple hours. Really got to mix that up. That scotch bonnet with that lemon in there and that lime juice, the shado beni is really going to kick back at you. It's going to be smelling wicked, boss. It's smelling nice. Just going to put some cling wrap on that, put it in the fridge, let it marinate for a couple hours, as I said, and then get ready to enjoy some lovely chicken foot sauce. Yes, we're using every part of the bird. There we go, friends. A lovely bowl of chicken foot sauce. Cure for hangovers, as I was told. I don't get drunk, so I don't really deal with the alcohol too much, so I don't know too much about hangovers and all that. But that broth there, spicy, wicked. Chris here, CaribbeanPot.com, guys. Thank you for joining me in the kitchen today. It's always a pleasure to have you here with me. Don't forget to click subscribe. All the latest videos are going to be sent to you. Go to CaribbeanPot.com for my latest cookbook, 100 Traditional and Fusion. Boss, it's all kind of lovely things out of the Caribbean. Check it out. Have a good one.